Hey everybody, so y'all gonna think I'm crazy, but I am going to make a seat for my 2013 Gemini Catamaran Legacy. So the boat came without a seat, and I like the ones that they get on there, but I've been looking everywhere on the internet and even on the Gemini Facebook page, and nobody seems to know where I can buy one. So thought, well, what the hell, I'll make it myself. So anyhow, I've already measured everything on the boat, like how big the top parts of the boat are and everything, and measured some other seats that are on another Gemini catamaran that has one by us, and I've already cut the plywood out and with a jigsaw, and I'm going to sand it down a bit and then keep going from there. So there you have it. Oh yeah, I'm listening to Louis Liguori radio station on iTunes. I get so excited when they play awesome people along with some of my songs, like this is Nadira Shakur. Anyhow, back to the sanding and give you glimpses of how I'm going to make this thing, and let's hope it works. Alrighty, so I like to glue and screw everything. Hey, wait a minute. Anyhow, this is glued and screwed down. I also like to sand everything in pieces as I do it. So, got this piece done. This is upside down right now the way it is. And I'm gonna run to the boat and see how far away to make this. It's got to grab that side seat, and then figure out how long to make the legs, and buy more 2x4s, because I think I'm just going to use all 2x4s. I got a 2x2 and a 2x3 thinking I might use them, but I think I'm going to just do it all on 2x4s. So off the Lowe's to get some more stuff, and I'll be back. Alright, so good thing I went over to the boat and went to Lowe's, got some more plywood, or not plywood, but 2x4s, because when I was checking it on the boat, didn't realize my measurements did not include the angle that the top of that seat went down. So everything went over there, made some adjustments, and I think it'll work good. Alright, well, here it is, all glued and screwed together. Man, I hope it's gonna work. Plan on sanding it down a lot more, and then gonna stain it. Put lots of some kind of good clear on there, epoxy something, and see how it works. Alright, there it is, all sanded down. Went to 150 grit sandpaper. Pretty excited about how smooth it is. Feels good. Alright, tomorrow we stain, and then epoxy the next day maybe. Alright, so there it is with some stain on it. Used a rag to put it on, and the stain is Minwax red mahogany. So I think it looks pretty good. Letting it dry. I'm gonna flip it over, do the other side. the underside of it. Well, it's a little darker than I wanted it to be, but I think it'll work. I think it'll look okay. Red mahogany on pine, I guess, is a little darker than I thought. Plus, put it on with a rag. I think if I had to do it again, I'd definitely buy a good paintbrush. I'll definitely be getting a good paintbrush when I put on the varnish. Gonna try to use that. So, alrighty, so got one coat of varnish on it. Mix this varnish, I don't know, 10 or 20% of the paint thinner with the varnish. Where is it? Oh, down here. And that is supposed to help it soak into the wood, so it'll preserve it better. Gotta watch though, it's kind of runny when you mix it that thin, but hopefully it'll work. And then I'm gonna wait 24 hours and do another coat with maybe only 5 or 10% paint thinner, and then we'll do it straight varnish. Alright, it's the next day, and I just lightly went over it with some 220 sandpaper. I don't know, I had a bunch of little bumps in it, so hopefully this will take out a lot of those little bumps. Then I'm going to wipe it down, and I think I'm going to go over it with a scotch pad also. Alright, I'm going to go over it now with the scotch pad. Hopefully that smooths everything out. And then hopefully only one more coat of varnish, because I'm already getting done with this project. Can't wait to see it on the boat. And it doesn't have to be perfect, so we'll just see how it all goes together. Okay, got the last coat of varnish on there. I will tell you, I watched a lot of YouTube videos like some of you might be doing now, and I was a little skeptical after 3 coats of sanding it down, because it hurts my heart to take something that looks so good and rough it up with sandpaper and make it dull. But then when you put that final coat on there after doing that, it really does bring the shine back. So I'm very pleased with the way that turned out. And gonna take my floor pad. This is gonna go on the bottom of the boat, or the floor outside, and it's foam, so it also will double as a float out on the water that we can lay on and stuff. So pretty excited about that. Okay, so here is the foam down in the cockpit area. Janice was kind enough to paint it white. I think it looks pretty good, fits pretty good. Actually maybe a little too tight, I might have to trim it a little bit, but it's going to work good because we're going to be able to put it in the water as a float, something we can lay on and play on in the water, and then put it down here on the boat, and it's nice and soft and squishy, so it'll be good for my knees. Yeah. Alright y'all, here's the bench on the boat. It's a little bit of a rainy day here, but I think it looks pretty good, and it works very well. As you can see how I put together, made the top part, this bench, seat back, so that I can take it out and put it over here, so that way I can sit, if we're here and talking to people, I can sit and face this way. if when I'm driving the boat, just take it out of its little spots, flip it over to the other side like that. Then I can sit on the boat and drive the boat just like this. Want to see how it's attached to the side over here? It has just put a 2x4 going down across that way, and then on the other side over here, another 2x4 to hold it on that side. Took it out sailing last weekend. Didn't move, didn't rock at all. Only thing I'd say, if you're going to build one yourself, make sure you leave room if you have this cleat here too for the roller furling. And yeah, works really good. It didn't even move a rock, and I have this 1.25 inch pad down here to make it softer for our feet, and also we can throw in the water when we go laying in the water. Took some more 1.25 inch foam, cut it out so it fits right on there, just like that. So make a soft cover. Yeah, and that's it. Works good.